don't have a
Yeah.
president yet. Well, we have a president. We
Yeah.
still got a
We don't.
commander in chief,
Yeah.
but we don't have a
We
decision
still
for
got.
2020, which
We
is
don't know
nuts.
who about to be the next one. Yeah.
It look now. It looked like
Um.
Joe gonna be running around saying, "That's Mr. President to you, sir." But
That's.
it still remains to be, yeah, it still remains to be seen, man. What's your take on this? Not just your take, but the people listening. What's your take on this? Like, I don't know if I recall a vote count ever taking this long. You know what I'm saying? This, couple
um.
days, three,
Well.
4 days. There may have been. I'm sure there has been, but to me, this
Yeah.
seemed like, man, yeah, this real long.
Well, the 2000 election took 37 days after the. I think is what it was after the election.
Damn, for real?
After
Okay.
election day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Um. That was the year that Florida had to recount.
Hmm. I
um.
remember that.
Yeah, but you would have been like 15 or 16 at the time, right?
Right.
So you wouldn't
Actually,
have
in
really been
2000,
paying
I
attention to
was
politics
15,
anyway.
16, 2000. Shit, in the 2000, I was in juvie, so I definitely wasn't paying attention.
Right.
I
You wouldn't
mean,
even been paying attention anyway.
no.
So yeah. Um, and there's gonna be some recounts, man.
Definitely.
Georgia, I think, is definitely gonna have to recount. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple other states end up having to recount. Um, but like at the end of the day, it's almost like if there is, so they're doing some stuff about possibly um, fraudulent voting and all this kind of stuff. But like at the end of the day, like what can you even do about it now?
Right. And when they
Like if
say
those votes
fraud, are they
counted,
just talking about people mailing in ballots for people that didn't actually vote, like didn't vote themselves?
yeah,
You know
stuff
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
It
Which is
could possibly be.
concerning. It's concerning now for somebody to be for somebody. Here's the thing: where I see what they're saying, like for somebody to be eligible to vote, right? Like your name and your credentials are all good, and you eligible to vote, but you have no idea who you want to vote for. So somebody just fill in the ballot for you and mail in the ballot for you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it making it seem, but they don't even know what the hell they doing. They Somebody's filling out the entire ballot for somebody and sending it off from their postal code. So if you go into a center and somebody uh say they have one central location where they're registering all these people to vote, they get these people to vote and then they mail off all of these ballots from that location.
I don't think that happens.
Okay, that shouldn't happen. That definitely
I
should
don't
not
think
happen.
that's.
Or
I don't think.
if they're giving off their address and these people don't vote, but they have their address and they're mailing the ballots in for them. I don't know. It's weird. The mail-in shit is kind of weird, B.
I
I know
think
it's
the
been
only
going
thing
on for
that
7 years, but I can see where people say the integrity of the mail-in ballot can be a little bit sketchy because of the things that I just said. Like, if you've got Boo Boo the fool who ain't never voted before and who's lazy and who may not complete the transaction, damn, 5%. Why this losing battery so fast? I need to go walk and get a charger. This some bullshit, and do this from the room because this is a good conversation to have. Are you gonna stay on here? Because I'm gonna start walking towards the
yeah,
room and I'll
yeah.
charge up and jump right back on this thing and plug in. But for somebody that's not knowing how to do it or won't take the time to do it, and somebody else doing it for them and filling out the ballot form, uh, that could be iffy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Yeah.
almost like making a
I think the
decision for
only
somebody.
Yeah, I think the only time that could really happen is in a scenario where like you have a bunch of people living together in a
Right.
house, like a bunch of family members or something, and like one of those family members takes all those ballots, fills them out, and sends them back in.
Right, right. And just
That
fills
could
out
be an
everybody. Well, not
issue.
even just that, but even, yeah, just fills out all their ballots or whatnot. You got elderly people, whatever. So it seems a little sketchy,
Yeah,
brother. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I agree.
There's no way to know.
I got to put my mask on,
There's
boy.
no way to know that. There's no way to know that the person's name on the ballot is who filled out the ballot.
Right.
There's no way to know that.
Right.
Now, 98% of the time, it's probably not an issue.
Right.